Looking back at E3 2016, Sony was pulling out all the stops. Not only did they reveal games such as God of War and Marvel's Spider-Man, but there was a wide assortment of new intellectual products, or IPs for short, whether that be Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, or even Death Stranding. And while Marvel's Spider-Man surprised me the most amongst others, I cannot deny that a game like Death Stranding maintained my interest. And while it has received generally favorable reviews amongst critics, it has received fairly mixed amongst gamers. And while I've yet to form my opinion, hence this is an unboxing video for said game, I honestly hope that I did not make the wrong decision by pre-ordering the collector's edition. But to hell with my doubts, let's see what lies within inside the box. So as you can tell, we have Death Stranding. It says it right above it, a Hideo Kojima game, and it says collector's edition, and we get the protagonist Sam holding a BB pod, and we also get Kojima Productions on the bottom right. And not too much is really going off on the side there. The other side has the same thing, just Death Stranding and collector's edition. And as you can see on the back, we have a fairly interesting view of the game's landscape, and it also says what comes with inside, such as the Death Stranding game, obviously, accompanied with a steelbook case and a life-size BB pod statue. We also get a I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I'm just going to say Luden's minifigure, which is like the Kojima Productions like insignia, basically. We also get the Bridges cargo case, which is what the protagonist carries throughout the journey. And we also get damaged sensor tape, which, well, I mean, if you guys decorate your house during Halloween, I'm pretty sure most of you would love to use that tape. I mean, it's original in some way or form, or it's inclusive to the game. But yeah, we get a nice little view of the landscape, as you can see. And going on from what lies within inside, up top we have none other than the game and its steelbook. So, same thing, Death Stranding, we see the protagonist Sam, or in this case Norman Reedus if you want to be technical. We also get Death Stranding on the spine again, and we also get Kojima Productions. And moving onward, we have the disc, which, as you can tell, same thing, they're really trying to push that out. And we also have the digital goodies, or the stuff that comes within the deluxe edition. So if you got the deluxe edition, which is just the steelbook, you might have got this as well. So nothing too exclusive to the collector's edition, just some accessories you can have in game. We also have the Death Stranding music album, so I mean it's actually a little different from other unboxings. I mean, some of them had physical while others had digital. This one just has the soundtrack digital, which isn't a bad thing at all. I honestly don't mind either or. And we also get a nice view of the landscape there, as you can tell. Just pretty much the setting or how things go within the game. Oh crap. Putting that back in there. Moving on to more pressing issues, we got to see what lies within inside. Obviously. So we're going to go ahead and remove this. Oh, well, cool. They have little handles there. Okay, and then this, I'm going to try and do this on the ground, or let it out on the ground, just so we don't. It's just easier to do it on the ground as opposed to actually doing it up on that, because that thing doesn't really have much space. So moving on, we have the box. I am going to put this back up on there. I'm just putting the box and stuff right here. So we have the case that the protagonist carries throughout his journeys in the open world setting. So we get a nice little view of the case. This is just the top of it, and here is the bottom. You see some really nice detail there, although I think this is really just plastic. I mean, I can't even fold this, but
beggars can't be choosers. And moving on from what lies within. So, first things first, I'm going to start off with the more smaller items. So, here is the little mini figure looting thing. It's like I said, it's like the Kojima Productions insignia, as you can tell by the little skull there. If you guys need a remembrance of it, it is up top, as you can tell from all of that. And we also have the do not cross tape. I'm not even going to try and read all of that, but I can see that it says paint over or remove label. I don't know what it says up here. It honestly seems like a little bit of gibberish when looking at it, but enough about the smaller things. Let's go ahead and get into that juicy stuff and first see the BB pod. So as you can tell, we pretty much just have like stuff talking about instructions for the BB pod. In English, it says the following text on the BB pod is decorative only and not actual instructions. Oh wow, I just said instructions and it just proved me wrong. It's not instructions. So basically, it's we can put 2 AAA batteries into the baby pod and press the button to turn on the light. So when I do get the pod out, I am going to pause the video for a bit just so I can unloosen that. Not really much to go on with that, but so here we have is the pod, or the baby pod. As you can tell, it's just like it's life size, like how it is in the game, and it's just it's the baby just maybe sucking on its thumb. It seems like it's having a good time, but as you can tell, some really nice detail there. I think it would have been just slightly better if it had a little bit of liquid in there or something like that, just to give off more of the illusion that it actually is something that's like, you know, living. But I mean, it is a statue after all. There's nothing too big to really address about that. But we will go ahead and pause this just so I can go ahead and put the batteries in. So let's go ahead and pause. As you guys can see, the batteries are finally in within the pod, and we can see that it actually has taken a somewhat different form. I take back what I said about the liquid not being in there. I mean, it actually looks more like it's actually, you know, in a liquid with, if anything. But it's actually kind of interesting in that regard. I think it has more of the ominous feel, or the like how it looks within the game itself, and I actually think that that's actually quite unique in its own right. Yeah, and you get a nice little view, and maybe it probably best if we had a little bit of sunshine on that, but there we go. Getting in with it on, and it also just seems like the lights would also be very nice. Like, I mean, it could make a very nice night light for those of you who are afraid of the dark, but I'm not afraid of the dark. But you know, whatever floats your boat, I guess. And so we'll go ahead and pause it again, and as I turn on the lights. As you guys can see, we are now officially done with the unboxing. Now, I will say I hope this game turns out to my liking, and for those of you who enjoyed this, I would appreciate a comment to see what I can improve on, or a like helps too, or even sharing or subscribing to your sharing with your friends, or subscribing and telling them about me. And I hope you guys enjoyed the little night segment. I decided to just wait till night to re-record this because I did upload a video of this earlier, but for some reason something was going on with the noise. There was no noise, so I had to re-record this, and I figured wait till night because then it would just be a lot easier to see the pod in its form and glory with it being on. So I really appreciate those of you who had taken the time out of your day to come
come on down and watch this, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time. And, you know, just support.